Hello to you. My name is Jeremy Middleton, although I sometimes get called Jerry, and I answer to pretty much everything. But I'm a minister, pastor here at Gilcomson Church, and I'm glad to introduce you to NESGT, which is a bit of a mouthful, North East Scotland Gospel Training. It's just shorter to say NESGT. Some people say NESGT. We've run this now for 2 years. This will be into our third year, and we hope that it proves of real benefit to many. North East Scotland Gospel Training comprises basically what we call a foundation course, a 2-year foundation course, and that comprises 6 different modules over the course of those 2 years. And this year we're also adding on a Year 3 program for those who've completed the 2 years and are still hungry for more. You don't get any qualifications, any formal qualifications for undergoing the foundation course. We hope that it's helpful for a whole range of different people. For some, it's just an opportunity to give a little bit more thought to the gospel, to the Bible, to learn a little bit more of what the Bible has to say, how to go about handling that and reading it and benefiting from it. For some, it can be really just the first step in additional training for some particular sphere of ministry and a stepping stone towards further training in a specific sphere of ministry. We pitch it, or try and pitch it, really at the level of a kind of first-year Bible college, that sort of level, which is it's not quite the level of a kind of degree course or anything like that, but it's a kind of notch or two above what you would be accustomed to, I guess, Sunday by Sunday, week by week in your own fellowship. This year, we are obliged, really, at least to start with, on account of the lockdown restrictions, to utilize the internet as the primary means of delivery. And whether that continues or not as the sole means of delivery remains to be seen, but we will certainly be using this YouTube channel as the means by which you can access the different courses. And of course, they will then be up on the internet. They will be available, and I hope that you'll be able to benefit from them. I thought it'd be helpful just as a brief introduction to introduce you to those who will be teaching the course. And let me introduce you to them one by one. First of all, Jeremy McQuoid. You don't have to be called Jeremy to be a teacher in NESGT, but it just happens that he also is called Jeremy. Jeremy McQuoid is pastor of the Deeside Christian Fellowship Church at Mill Timber. He's been there for close on 20 years, heads up the team there, and is a well-known speaker at a number of different conferences. Will be chairing the Keswick Ministries as from August of this year. And we're delighted to be able to benefit from his ministry. He really sets the whole thing in motion. He teaches the first module in the 2-year foundation course. That's giving a Bible overview, a very helpful and a very practical overview of the whole Bible that will familiarize you with the whole territory that we cover. And he also rounds the 2-year program off with a superb module on church history. So that's Jeremy McQuoid. The second guy that I want to mention is Duncan Ryan. Duncan Ryan has been pastor out at Bankery Christian Fellowship Church at, strange to say, Bankery for a year and a bit now. He is a very able guy with a background in science and brings a very specific set of gifts to the ministry that he exercises, a very able teacher of the Word of God. He follows on Jeremy McQuoid's opening module. Duncan gives a module on Bible handling. learning how to recognize the different genre in the Bible and how to approach them, how to read them, how to study them. And those who've been on the course previously really found that very, very helpful, just in terms of navigating their way through the different parts of the Bible and learning how to handle them. And then in year 2, he kicks the year 2 off with a module on Reformation theology. And that is an eye-opener for many folk, a very, very helpful run through the kind of basic themes that lie at the heart of the Reformation and the theology that lay behind them and that issues from them. That's Duncan and the ministry that he exercises. Third person that I want to mention is David Gibson. David, he's pastor at Trinity Church here in Aberdeen, and he will be teaching in the year 3 program. He'll be teaching a 7-part module on wisdom literature. He has a PhD, is a very able guy indeed, written a number of books, and not least a very, very helpful, practically pastorally helpful book called Destiny on Ecclesiastes, and that's one of the books obviously that's covered in the wisdom literature, and we're delighted that he's able to lead us through that particular module. Those are the 3 teachers. Apart from myself, I teach a module in year 1 on Romans. We work through the whole of the book of Romans, Paul's letter to the Romans, and then in year 2, a 7-part module on Luke, in which it's always being applied to the theme of discipleship. And all the details relating to NESGT itself and relating to the different courses that there are, you will find on the website there, put that on the screen for you, NESGT Reigning, or NESG Training, whichever way you like to read it, .wordpress.com. We'll leave that on the screen for you. And beneath that, you'll find the quote from Isaiah. That is always our aim, that there should be that sort of growth from the acorns of faith sown in the hearts of men and women and young folk, that there should grow great oaks of righteousness, those who in their day will stand tall and strong in the cause of the gospel.